welcome back to our channel. It's Bella here. In today's tutorial, I created this makeup look for you guys. So if you want to see how I achieved the look, then just keep on watching. And if you guys want to be entered in this month's giveaway, then make sure that you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. Make sure that you hit that bell button and turn your post notifications on so that you never ever miss a video. And if you are located in the United States, then go ahead and comment done down below to be automatically entered. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and I just used that as an eyeshadow primer. So I just applied it all over my eyelid, blended it out, and then set it in place with some translucent powder. The palette that I went in with is the Abh Norvina Volume 3. And this is what it looks like on the inside. The first shade that I went in with is D4, and I just put that in my crease as my transition shade. Just going in back and forth motions, and you don't have to be too precise with this shade because it is just going to be the background of the deeper eyeshadows that we are about to go in with. The next shade that I went in with is D2, which is this orange shade, and I grabbed a defined angled brush and I started to map out where I want to add definition in my crease. And as you guys can see, I dragged that shade a little bit above my actual crease, so when I open my eye, it frames my eye socket so you can see the colors in my crease even when my eye is completely open. And then I went into the shade D4 and I took a fluffy brush and I just blended out that line, going in back and forth motions. And I will continue to go back into that transition shade to blend out the deeper eyeshadows that I go in with. Next, I went in with E4, which is this matte brown eyeshadow, and I grabbed a defined angled brush and I drew a line directly over top of where I drew that orange line. And then I went back into that shade D4, which is the yellow shade, and I blended everything out, going in circular motions and back and forth motions to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines, because even though we want to add depth in the crease, we still want it to be nice and blended. And then I went back into that matte brown eyeshadow and I just started to pack that on the inner and outer corners of my lid, starting to map out that halo in the center. And then I went in with my Too Faced concealer just to clean up the very center part of the lid. And this step is definitely optional. I know that this is probably the more difficult part of this look, but I promise practice makes perfect, and I always set that in place with translucent powder. And then I went back into that matte brown eyeshadow and I started to add even more depth and just make sure that everything looks exactly how I want it to. Next, I took my NYX glitter primer and my Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter in Star Power, and I just packed that glitter on the very center part of my eyelid, pretty much where we cleaned up the lid with the concealer. And then moving on to lashes, I went in with my Sophie Bella lashes, and for those of you guys that do not know, Sophie Bella is our lash brand. And I just want to quickly thank those of you guys that have placed an order on our website. It honestly means the world to us. But yeah, the lash style that I went in with is Barbados. I will always leave a link down below if you guys want to check out the lashes. And then I went in with that yellow eyeshadow once again, and I just put that on my lower lash line. And then I started to create that halo effect once again with the defined angled brush that I used previously, and I went in with the shade D2. And then after I created that definition, I went back into that yellow shade and really blended everything out. So pretty much I go in with the dark eyeshadow and then I go in with the transition shade, and I pretty much repeat those steps until I have the depth and blendedness that I desire, if that makes sense. So I will actually go in multiple times. And then I went back into that matte brown eyeshadow and I added definition even more, just so that my lid matches my lower lash line. And then lastly, I just went in with that yellow shade once again, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. And then moving on to the glitter, I went in with the Star Power glitter again, and just putting that on the very center part of my lower lash line. And then the last thing that I did was I went in with some lower lash mascara just to really finish off the look. And this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Hazel.